Divine greetings and gratitude. Welcome to the Saiyonan archives. I'm super excited to have you here. We're going to go ahead and get into a reading because I just wanted to pull some cards, check in, see how everything's going. It is currently September the 24th. I think I can't remember. Yes, September 24th. As I'm filming this for you today, we're going to go ahead and get into whatever messages that our spiritual team has for us. Well, really what our spiritual team has for you, because this reading is about you. So let's go ahead and get into this message, right? I have cards that I'm going to be using. Well, a series of decks that we're going to be using. And we're going to start off with Tarot. I think it's called Tarot of Traditions. We're going to be starting off with this deck. So we're going to go from there and then go and use whichever other decks that Spirit has for us, which I already have to my left. How are you doing? How are you feeling? What's going on in your reality right now? Let me know down in the comment section how you're doing and feeling. Thank you so much for subscribing to this YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Nuna. I am the writer, the seer, the poet, the writer, the poet, the seer, and the witch, and the keeper of the archives. Welcome to your new spiritual safe haven. If you are returning, hello tribe. Welcome back to our sacred space. I'm always honored, excited, and elated to be in your presence. Thank you so much for tuning in, sticking it out with me in the archives, for commenting your lovely comments. I love this vibe for us. I love the fact that we're coming together. We are really actively building community. I'm really hoping to go far with this because I'm at the stage of my life where I'm just so ready to just pour my love, pour my self, my, teachings, my, lessons that I've learned in life and things like that into our collective so that I can help us all in the path of remembrance. So thank you. All right. Thank you so much, Divine, for being here with us right now. Thank you so much for seeing us as we maneuvered around this reality. Thank you so much for protecting us. I'm super excited and elated and just in deep gratitude for spending time here with my collective. Thank you so much for allowing me to be the vessel that you speak through and that you allow to give messages to the collective. May you protect me, my space, my family, the ones listening to this message. Thank you so much, Divine, for just protecting us. Thank you so much to our spirit guides, our ancestors, our angels, beings of light who want the best for our highest and our greatest good, for protecting your circle and for granting your wisdom all the time. Thank you so much for just simply loving and for being here. You are the absolute best and we love you so very much. It is so. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this reading. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get into it. All right. I don't know. I just heard the word eBay. I don't know why I'm hearing eBay right now. Interesting. Don't know what that's about. I don't know if someone was like shopping for something. I just heard the word protocol. Now I'm hearing like the word wizard. I just heard the word wizardry. Like wizardry. I don't know if someone's like watching like Harry Potter or if you want to go back to look at some of the series. Prisoner of Azkaban is the one specifically coming through. I just heard like the word wolf. I feel like it's something about that character and how you yourself may relate to that character, how you may have spent all that time. I don't hope this for you, but the word is like incarcerated. So I don't know if you were trapped in something or if you were limited or if you were in a space where you just, what is the word I'm looking for? Where you felt imprisoned and like now you're out, but the whole time you're like innocent. Does that make sense? Like you're not guilty of anything, and for whatever reason it's like you kind of paid the price like all this time for something. I just heard like the word shoplifting. I don't know if someone lied on you trying to get you in trouble, and as it pertains to like shoplifting or whatever, but I just heard fingers crossed. I don't know if someone has a court case that they have going on right now, and if they're looking for things to be evened out, because there's something about you being innocent and someone else is like trying to like frame you, or they tried framing you. I do not call that in for you, but that is something that is coming out, or that's coming through right now. It's like this aspect of framing. Right. See, it's you have the Eight of Pentacles here. I don't know why I just keep hearing like doing time. Wow. Okay. I just heard that there's like a reward or something like that. Like freedom is on its way. I'm feeling that someone is just, if it's not like a literal incarceration, or if it's not a literal, like, someone who was incarcerated, but there's something about getting out, and there's something about like freedom and how they'll be proven innocent. And it's unfortunate because they've been doing all this time trying to lay things out and trying to show up saying, okay, well, I've been making really good decisions. Like, I know that I have a past, but that does not make me automatically guilty for something. If anything, it makes me more of a target, because people are going to use that to try to scheme behind the scenes and scheme to try to pin it on me, because it's more believable. And that's the dangers of people who use logic, not for their own, not for other people's benefit, but for their own benefit. And this is the reason why it's imperative to use your intuition, because logic can be used to distort. And it's interesting because I feel like someone is like doing something, and they're I don't know why I just see someone paying for something, like they're paying for time, or they've been having their head down, just kind of constantly trying to figure out a way to let this go, or they've been trying to figure out how to move forward with something, and they're having a really hard time. And the reason why they're having a really hard time is because they're really not sure exactly what to do, where to go, what to choose, because it feels like this constant drainage. It definitely is giving me like devil card energy, but the devil card isn't showing up right now, but it is giving me double card energy though. And it's interesting because as we talk about that, we do have the Nine of Swords that's also here. Wow, justice. Exactly. And then you also have the Six of Swords here that represents you definitely trying to move forward with something. So this is basically what I'm exactly like. I don't need the devil card to be here to validate how I feel, because if anything, you do have the Nine of Swords here, then Six of Swords, as well as the Ten of Swords. So it's one of those things where you're constantly trying to move on from something to the point where you're not really able to even keep your eyes set on the vision or the active visions that you have. It's almost kind of like you put it on the back burner to try to focus on getting out of whatever situation, or it could be a mental prison. It could be whatever it is, but it makes me feel like there's something that you're wanting to turn around, because you feel like if only this will be made right, you'd be able to move on from it. Think about a long battle for like a in a court case where someone is like, listen, like, I know that I am innocent, but no one is listening. Like, all they care about is this false evidence. Like, they're not even being fair with the situation. And I just want this shit to be done and just over with. Like, I'm over it. Like, it's like the word is like escapism. It's like, I'm using things to kind of escape this mental hell. Like, I'm doing certain things that I know that I shouldn't be doing. Like, I shouldn't have bought that computer, but I needed like a dopamine release. And it's one of those things where you just kind of, not that you kind of forget, but it's hard to kind of sit still and focus on the things that you enjoy, because your mind is occupied trying to figure out like a way out. And it could be really daunting and stressful, because you're like, I just want this shit to be over with. And it's almost kind of causing you to like withdraw away from the light, because you're wanting to focus on how do I get this negative energy off of me, when in truth, what's going to get the energy off of you, and this could be applied to whatever situation. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be whatever it may be that's holding you back, or like that's anchoring you to this space. It's like, if you allow yourself to embody the light, that is actually what's going to help bring about better I don't know why the word is like resources, but it'll bring about like a better path. Well, maybe not a better path, but I can't think of what word I want to say. Circumstance or solution, for lack of better terms. And I don't know why I can't get that out. I just heard the word clarity. The sun card is coming up as some kind of like illumination. Like it's coming up as like exposure, and it's coming up as I want to light the way for you, but the only way that I can light the way for you is by sharing or showing this ultimate truth. So it could be an ultimate truth that you yourself are needing to receive about yourself, about a situation, or about this being fair. And I do feel like, although yes, 100% you were in a situation where you felt like the circumstances were not fair, that you didn't receive justice. But what I do see is that you definitely are going to be in a space where you finally are, you can finally let it go. But I don't see this as one of those things where I'm just so happy that it's done. It's more so one of those things where it's like, I mean, it's good that it's done, but look at what it took for it to get there. And it almost kind of makes you like not really appreciate the process, because it's like, who wants to go through all of that? And yeah, like, I'm glad that it's over, but at the same time, look at what had to happen for this to be over. Like, why does it have to be this way? Like, I'm just so tired, because I feel like, and this is not me saying this is me saying this because it's coming through for someone else. It's like, why? Like, I don't, like, what exactly did I do that was that bad? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. I made mistakes like other people make mistakes. But then it's like there's this form of like measurement, or this aspect of measurement or comparison, where you're just like, well, I didn't make this mistake. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. So why is it then that I have to go through all of this when people do worse things than me, which I didn't even do anything to begin with? But, for just the sake of this conversation, how, or like, why is it that they don't have to go through this, but then I do one small thing, or I didn't even do anything at all, for me to have to go through all of that? And how is that fair? And so it almost kind of makes you like, it makes some people kind of pissed off, because it's like, well, what did I do to deserve that? Like, I didn't do anything. And here I am praying and talking to the divine and to my guides, and I still went through it. Like, what is that? Like, I don't understand it. And I'm not going to say that, oh, well, in the past life you did this. I'm not going to do that shit, because I feel like it's so disrespectful. And it also feels, truthfully, and this is just me connecting with you according to the situation, it almost just kind of feels like, well, I shouldn't have, or you shouldn't have to go through something just because like of a past life, right? You know what I mean? Because I feel like at some point in time, we have to understand that we are the ones that stop the karma. We have the power to make it stop, right? And at least that's just my own ideas. Like, I don't want to project onto you. Maybe you're someone that believes, okay, well, I do believe in karma, so I'm sure it's something that I did and I'm paying for it. Whatever your beliefs are, I'm not here to take that away from you. But what I do want to say is that in this instance, Spirit is saying is that you do not, like, you just don't have to suffer. But I do, and I will help you with the situation. Immediately, I'm drawn to the color orange, and I'm seeing you kind of work with the road opener candle for whatever reason, or some type of release. Like, it feels like release. The devil card is not here, and that concerns me, because anytime the devil card or the devil energy appears in my intuition and I don't see it in the cards, usually what that indicates is that there's something that's happening behind the scenes, or there's something where someone is doing something where they're trying to trap someone. So I do suspect, and I can feel energetically, that someone is doing something without your knowing, and they're doing it on purpose, knowing that it's going to frame you. And so they have like these devious little ways where they're just like, oh, okay, well, I can do this and it'll make it appear. It could be out of malice, out of jealousy. It could be, whichever. And it makes it harder for you. But what they don't realize is that the more that they do that, the more that they leave a trail, right? I don't know why I just heard like computer forensics or something like that, or like technological forensics. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Like, I just heard like technological forensics, or like computer forensics, where they have to go into the computer and figure out how, like what's going on, like traces or something like that. I don't know what that. Where's my phone at? Let me see. Computer forensics. That's, or like, I just heard like psychological forensics. That is so different. I don't think I've ever heard. Hang on a second. Let me see. Computer forensics. Oh, okay. So there is such thing. Okay. Computer forensics is a branch of digital forensic science pertaining to evidence found in computers and digital storage media. The goal of computer forensics is to examine digital media in a forensically sound manner with the aim of identifying, preserving, recovering, analyzing, and presenting facts and opinions about the digital information. So it almost kind of feels like the vibe that it's kind of giving me is that someone like plugged something in and they have like access and they kind of do things to mess with your computer or things like that. I don't hope that for you, but that's the feeling, and like that's the vibe. It's like it's one of those things where it's extremely hard to pinpoint, and so because it's so hard to pinpoint, it makes it easier to get away with. But what I'm hearing is that they will spend all this time doing something like very, very unfavorable and disrespectful and whatever else, to where they think they're getting away with it, but the moment they get caught, it is hell to pay, because you've been doing it for so long, and now you're racking up debts. It's like you're racking up all this debt. So you went this long without doing the right thing, and now you are forced at this point to not only confess, because I do hear like a confession coming up for whatever reason. It's confession where they have to say the truth, and the truth is what's going to make it harder for them and even better for you. What I'm hearing is that there's also the situation that is going to be clear, where there's going to be someone's going to receive a payout for something. I just see like a payout. I see a payout. Speaking of a payout, we do have what is that card called? The Page of Pentacles here. There's something off also about this. There's something off. I'm feeling something off. Someone's trying to move forward, but there's something that needs to be closed out. It's like a close in, and it has everything to do with whatever you've been trying to, like whatever you've been having your heart on. It's something about you trying to make a decision, but it's hard for you to make that decision because of all the things that you have on your plate right now. The word is clarity. I would 100% say get a massage done. I'm seeing someone get their temples massaged. I'm seeing someone kind of look into I just heard like a therapeutic, like something therapeutic, like aromatherapy. I'm seeing like aromatherapy, bath salts, bath soaks, and things like that, using peppermint. Lemongrass is so amazing for that. Oh my goodness, it's so amazing. It helps you connect with your third eye. It does give you that clean, that crisp, that cleansing type of vibe, purification and things like that. I would 100% be working with lemons, lemongrass, peppermint oils and things like that. I would also work with Libra, Mercury, Saturn, and Jupiter. There's so many things that you can do. To narrow it down, I would 100% say work with Mercury, work with Libra. And I feel like you'll do well with a road opener candle. I'm not just saying that to try to sell you something. I promise you I'm not. That's genuinely what's coming through. And just so you know, if you do need that, I do have it available where you can do that. Also, I feel something about I'm hearing, what was it that I just heard? I just had it. Court cases. Like it's a ritual or like a working you can do for a court case. If you are battling with courts and things of that nature, if you're doing that, I would highly recommend you work with Patchouli and you talk directly to Saturn. If you are dealing with any kind of court case, I'm telling you now, you want to work with Saturn. You can work with Saturn, you can work with Libra, you can work with if you can picture like Saturn being in the sign of Libra, because Saturn being in Libra, actually that's where he's exalted. So anything dealing with law, with dealing with statutes, codes, and things like that, you definitely want to work with Libra energy as well as Saturn, because Saturn is going to set the record straight. It's going to be long lasting, and Libra is going to do all the work it needs to, because it's going to go in without any prejudice. It'll go in without any emotion and say, I am going to get to the bottom of this, and it's going to be fair. It's, you set the intention right before that, and then you do what you need to do along the way. That's this Eight of Pentacles energy coming in. It's like, I'm willing to do the work to make this stop, or I'm willing to do the work to move on, and we could just kind of move on. I'm seeing something about lawyers, like it's just giving me like a lawyer vibe, firm vibes, corporate, just a battle, like a legal battle. I don't know if it's like a divorce or if it's something dealing with the court system for sure. Exactly. Receiving a payout. This is confirmation here. You have the 9 of Pentacles showing up, and I know it. I can feel it. Like, I feel like you're going to receive something because the work that you're putting in now is going to help you. The Strength card coming up in reverse here, I'm hearing that it's not your fault. That's just what I'm hearing. I know with tarot, people tend to go with only the traditional meanings, which I mean, that's fine, but I don't like to go with just the traditional meanings of tarot. I like to go with what my intuition is saying, because that's just the way that I learned. When I started researching tarot, I know you guys are like, this woman is talking a lot. Yeah, like when I started reading tarot and things like that, or doing tarot, I ended up starting off with just looking at the images and seeing how they made me feel. And then I went and I zoomed, right? So tarot has been in my life, I want to say, for like the past like 8 years or so, like, or something like that, like 8 years, because I use a lot of my just intuition without any tools or resources and things like that. And to be quite honest, well, has it been 8 years, or it's been longer than that, I'm sure. But to be quite honest, I've just always had like a really strong intuition. So the images kind of just, they just kind of confirm, what my intuition feels. Tarot confirms what I feel intuitively. Anyway, that's just me. So I feel like the fact that you do have here a 9 of Pentacles, I feel like some of y'all are going to get so much money to the point where you can just simply enjoy your leisure time. And also I'm hearing that you do want to get out, spend some time away from your desk, spend some time away from the paper, spend some time putting your pen down and going out and like, I just heard drawing board, but then I saw someone using a stick and then they started to wave around like in the dirt. So this is you connecting with the dirt, with sand drawing and things like that, sand divination, using shells, sticks, bones. If, I don't use bones, but you may use bones. So, things like that, just to kind of get back into your intuitive flow, get back into your divine feminine aspect, because that is also a missing element. Speaking of which, I do see a closure. Oh, exactly. A personal issue reaches resolution. So this is not just about the emotional aspect, but it could have something to do with the familiar aspect or with the family. So if this is a court case where it's dealing with family, then I feel like that's going to come and that's going to show its face. It's going to lift its head very soon. I don't know why I'm hearing something about like adoptions, but there's some kind of clarity coming through with that as well. Let's just say, for example, if it's not a court case, because I don't want to make it just about that. Let's just say whatever situation that you have going through that's draining you emotionally and mentally and things like that. What I do see happening here is that there will be an opportunity that if you promptly plan and you spend time in prayer and releasing and just allowing yourself to know that you are innocent in the situation, that in itself is what jumpstarts it. But then there's also work that needs to be done. So plan and get it done. You're going to have to take action on something. I'm going to leave that down. If this is a partner, I see you choosing. The answers you need are coming. Exactly. The answers you need are coming. Can you see that? I hope you can see that. It says full moon in Gemini. I love that. The answers you need are coming. Clarity. Exactly. And we did mention Mercury and we mentioned peppermint. Exactly. And peppermint and lemongrass. If you are wanting to work with Mercury, I have a Mercury intention oil that you can use. It's a planetary magic intention oil for Mercury. And you can use that oil to write petitions, to anoint whatever tools you use to work with Mercury. You can use this to anoint your altars concerning Mercury or any ritual or ceremony concerning Mercury. That's how you do it. You also want to look at where Mercury is currently transiting in your chart and also where Mercury sits in your chart and your natal chart, because that's what's going to determine how the energy plays out in whatever area of life that you're currently going through or whatever area of life that is set in your natal chart, right? So I would 100% say that you can use that for that. If you want help with understanding that a little bit more, let me know down in the comment section how if you want to know how to work with planetary magic oils, and I will give you an explanation on how to do that. Hang on a second. I wasn't paying attention when I did that, so I have to. Okay, there we go. Your hard work is paying off. You see what I'm saying? Wow. Exactly. And this one is new moon in Capricorn. This is pointing me directly to the 8 of Pentacles. It's going to be over soon. It's going to be over soon. If you hear anything in the background, my 3-year-old is more than likely throwing a tantrum because he's not getting what he wants. Because he's at this stage where he's like, well, if you're not going to give me what I want, I'm going to cry and I'm going to throw tantrums and I'm going to do this until you give me what I want. But he is okay. He is okay. If I have to stop the video to go check in on him, I absolutely will. But my motherly instinct is telling me he's fine. And also, Dad is up there with him anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and see what this deck has. Wow. Letting go. Enlightenment. Exactly. Passage. Love it. Miracle. This is making me feel like, and these are all the cards that literally was like, I'm here. I feel like this is the out, like this is the gateway out of something. Like this is, let me turn around this, this thing. Give me 1 second, you guys. Hang on one moment. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I had to fix the lighting. But anyway, I think this lighting is okay. I think the angle is all right. Anyway, so basically, yes, this really does feel like there's something where in this really tough situation that's happening, whether it be with a coworker or a relationship or, a personal relationship or, that court case we were talking about, whatever it may be, whatever it is that has attached itself to you, it's something or that's draining you or like binding you. I do feel like it's one of those things where you're going to learn something so deeply significant and enlightening and you'll never have to worry about it again. And it's also something that you yourself can teach to. And I don't know why, but I just heard it'll make you famous. That's so wild. Like if you were to share this story with people, it'll just draw so much attention to you, and not like you're trying to capitalize off of your pain, but at the same time, it's something that can actually jumpstart whatever, like a business opportunity, or it can drive traction or something like that. Like it can help you like establish a name. That's the miracle of it. It's like you gain a lot more than what you think when you maneuver out of this situation. And I do see it happening. Like I genuinely see this happening. So that's definitely what I'm experiencing here. And I do feel like what I'm hearing is to detach from the process, to detach from whatever this person is or this thing is while you're in the process of letting go or of going through this situation. Because at that point, it's like, well, I've already done the work. I've already let go. It just makes it easier for me. They're saying to detach from this situation, this person, this thing, this court case, and just allow it to go and to be what it is, because at the end of the day, you are winning something from this and justice will be served. It will be served. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Justice is going to be served. It is served. And I do feel truly like it's one of those things where you don't have to worry about anything once it's over. Like once it's over, it's done. Everybody walks away. Somebody may have like a mental scar or mental scars, but wow, exactly. Success, like I said. Exactly. And new beginnings and growth is here. Exactly. Transmutation. So with all of these cards coming out, it really does feel like you're just like, I'm going to allow myself to go through this process, to get through this process, but I will come out so effing strong. I will come out so enlightened. And I will come out so wise from this that I will never have to go through this again. And I can also help other people, well, with what they're going through so that they don't have to experience it. And they can have someone who has a deep understanding of this, because I don't want my soul tribe having to experience that. And I know that I have a duty, well, not a duty, but I know that I have a calling to show up and help in this way. And I don't know why I just heard that it'll bring you public recognition. Like something about public recognition and how it'll bring you so many opportunities. Like whatever situation you're in, you get out of this and you allow yourself to just release whatever mental baggage and stuff that's happening, that when you do that, one rising circus, that's interesting. When you do that, it will bring you so many opportunities. Just share your story, whatever this is, share your experience, right? Be very careful about the things that you say, because some people will watch you and then they'll try to look for anything in regards to defamation of character. Make sure you use no names, make sure that you use placeholders and things like that. Play it smart, storytelling vibe. I do feel Mercury's energy where it's storytelling. Tell your story. I really feel that. Gentle gardener. Let me see. Is there anything else, Spirit, that you have for us? Okay, what is this? Home. Okay, home. Room Rising Circus, Gentle Gardener, home. Spirit, can you please explain? Oh, okay. Spark. Okay. I feel. Ooh. I wonder, are you looking for another home? Are you moving back home with someone? Are you going back home? Like, have you been inspired to go back home? Possibly. But either way it goes, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to end this because we are at 30 something minutes, I think. I can't remember. I don't know. I can't really see from this far. But anyway, so what I'm feeling with this One Rising Circus, Gentle Gardener, Home, and Spark, it's almost kind of like, you know what? This stuff at this point is getting just so ridiculous. I'm just so over it. And at this point, I'm just ready to go because y'all are wasting my time. I'm over it. You also do have here strength. I do feel like this is something where it's it's something about you and your family being well off after this. Like you are just going to be so well off. You are so well off. And it's so interesting because I'm also getting a sense that for some of you, or for you, perhaps, whoever's listening to this, is that once the process is over, you'll start to see just how long this person or these people purposely dragged it out. And you're just like, what the fucking fuck? Are you kidding me? I could have fucking did this shit myself if I would have known this. Like, you know what I mean? And it's that like one little moment of anger that you may experience because you're just like, y'all have wasted my freaking time. I'm suing. Like, it's not funny. It's not funny. But it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, you wasted my time. Okay. I don't know why it's bringing me to like court situations, but there's something that's going to happen where you are going to be either well paid, where you're going to be well off regardless. Like that's what we're calling in. It's going to be successful. Like Spirit's reassurance to you that it is going to be successful. I know that you've been feeling, it's been very daunting and things like that, but Spirit is wanting to let you know that it is going to work out in your favor in every single last way. Treat yourself. Venusian vibes, Libra vibes, Mercury vibes, Saturn vibes, Jupiter vibes. You want those vibes, right? Because these are the energies that are going to help you through this situation. If there are other energies that will help you, I will make sure to link them down. Well, not link them. I'm sorry. I will make sure to comment them down when I do my my regular long comment that I put down in the comments. Yes, I'll make sure to put it down there. So yes. Well, thank you for spending time with me here. I'm glad that I was able to help you by providing this reading for you. If you need anything from me, please feel free to visit me online over at the Saiyonan Path. You can also follow along with me on Instagram over at the Saiyonan Path. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and leave me down a comment in the comment section. Leave me some love down there. I love when you guys comment because it feels so great to know that I'm doing what I got to do and that someone's listening. So thank you so much for sending my videos to your friends, to your family, and those who need to hear it. Make sure that we blow this channel up because I just want us to get out there. I want to reach us in numbers because we're all on the path of remembrance, and I'm here to be a guide to help you along your path. I love you guys. And I will catch you in my next video.